Hey guys, you are about to watch a video of the banana cake. Well, let me just tell you, I had to jump on here real quick and tell you that I messed up royally in the recipe. But, good way to learn a lesson. Actually, you're going to learn two lessons. One, read your recipes very carefully and don't get busy and distracted. But we all know, as you can tell, I consider myself a very good cook. Life happens and you make mistakes. So if you make a mistake, don't dump it out initially unless it is a huge mistake. But don't dump it out because, you know, as Bob Ross says, sometimes the mistakes are happy little mistakes. And I believe mine turned out to be a happy little mistake. And I'm so glad I didn't dump it out. I mean, I thought about it. I thought about dumping it out and just not doing a video. But I didn't, and I'm glad I didn't. So y'all stay tuned for the banana cake recipe. Hey y'all, welcome to the Farming Pastor's Wife. I am so glad you're with me today. Today we're making a cake, a banana cake. So if that sounds something you're interested in, please stick around because you're gonna love it. Be sure to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and leave me a comment down below. And don't forget to hit the bell notification if you're just now subscribing so you don't miss anything. I do all kinds of videos. I do day in the life of, I do grocery hauls, I do lots of cooking, I do farming videos. So I just kind of take you along with me through my life. So please, I would love for you to join my channel and be a part of the Farming Pastor's Wife's family. So stay tuned, we're making a banana cake. Okay guys, so this recipe comes to me from a sweet viewer named Kim Peters. Kim Peters sent me a box of goodies that I'm just like dying to get into and play with and just like tinker with everything in there. But she also added in a recipe. Now I know many of you have sent me recipes and I actually have gotten them all packed up. They may be on that form, in the computer form that I have linked down below in the description. I have not gone through those yet because, as most of you know, if you're familiar with my channel, I'm fixing to go through a remodel where my cabinet doors will shut. So I have all the recipes that you have sent me in the past packed up. I have the computer list where I won't lose them that way on the computer, but I just happened to go to the post office and I looked at her recipes and this one intrigued me very much. This is a ribbon winning cake. So we're going to check it out and see what we think. So Kim, thank you for sending me the box of goodies and for the recipes. Y'all, many of you have sent me gifts and I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. The reason I mentioned Kim's is because I'm using her recipe today. But I've gotten so many goodies from all of you, and someone even, it's so special that y'all pay attention to everything. One of you paid attention. I briefly mentioned creasy greens in one of my videos, and one of you sent me seed for creasy greens. I mean, that to me was so special that you paid attention to just even the smallest little things I say. And I love you guys and I thank you so much. But the reason I'm mentioning Kim's box is because I'm using her recipe today and I want to give her a shout out because this is her recipe, not mine. So let me tell you what you're going to need. You're going to need 3 bananas, and mine have seen their better days, so we got to use them. You're going to need, I think her recipe calls for a half a teaspoon of vanilla, but I don't ever measure my vanilla. I just squirt. You're going to need 2 eggs. You're going to need 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda. You're going to need 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder. You're going to need 1.5 cups of sugar. Did you see that? Sugar? You're going to need flour. Now, you're going to need 2 cups of flour. This is not 2 cups of flour because I'm out of flour. So I have sent Jessica to the store. She is supposed to be picking me up some White Lily all-purpose flour so we can make this cake. And we're going to need 1/2 cup of milk. I think that's it for the cake. Oh, butter. You need 2 sticks of room temperature butter. And the recipe calls for unsalted. But I only keep salted. I don't keep 2 different types of butter. So what I do is I use the salted butter, but I omit I think it called for 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I omit that salt and just use my salted butter. But you do you, whatever you need. Now that is just for the cake. I'm looking to make sure I mentioned everything. And then for the frosting, it's a cream cheese frosting. Yes, it is. Oh my goodness. This is going to be delicious. So I'm going to go ahead and preheat the oven while I'm waiting on Jessica to get here with the flour to 350. And I'll just bring you back when she gets here with my flour. Okay guys, well, the flour has arrived, and so we're going to start by creaming our butter and sugar together. Now you guys can, by all means, get out your hand mixer. I mean, not hand mixer, your stand mixers. But I am packing up my kitchen for the remodel. And so I don't want to get it out. And so we're just going to, make do with our hand mixer. See, I got flour on my arm. All right. So let's cream together. Where's my sugar? Here it is. All right. We'll come over here to the hand mixer that won't reach to my island, which will all change shortly after the remodel. And I can't get you over here. Hang on. Okay. Spraying. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to, let's see, we're going to put these 2 eggs in here. And I'm just going to mix them in one at a time. Oh, wait a minute. I think I'm supposed to mix something in there. Hang on. Let me be sure. No. Okay. We can go one at a time. All right. I'm going to mix this first. Oh, goodness. Y'all, hang on. Okay, y'all. I was having some technical difficulties. So, we've got 1 egg beaten in there. So let's go ahead in with our second egg. Okay, we're going to let that sit for just a minute, and we're going to come over here and fix our bananas. I'm actually going to pour that back in here. Oh no, I had it right the first time. I had it right the first time. Okay, we're going in with 3 bananas, and we're just going to mash them with a fork. These are really, really overly ripe. I should not have let them get this ripe, but they are extremely ripe. And I'm just going to take a fork and mix them up, and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, these were so soft I didn't have to use anything other than a fork and my elbow grease. So to our bananas, I'm going to add 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda. Not powder, but soda. We'll use the baking powder in just a minute. Okay, I'm going to put that in the bananas. And I'm going to mix it up really good. Okay, we're going to set that aside. So now I've got 2 cups of flour over here, and to the 2 cups of flour, I'm going to add 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder. Now, if you did not use salted butter, this is where you want to add your salt into your flour. So I'm just going to take my whisk. This is really nicely sifted and fluffy flour. So, I'm now going to come over here and mix this in alternately, flour and milk, flour and milk. So I'm going to mix this and I'll bring you back in just a second. Okay, this is it so far. The flour, the milk, the baking powder, the butter, the eggs, the sugar. So now I'm going to go in with this banana mixture. It's going in. That's the banana and the baking soda. My oven has just preheated to 350. All right. And also while I'm there, I'm going to go in with my vanilla flavoring. All right, and I'm just going to mix this up till it's nice and creamy. And I'll meet you back at the island. Okay, y'all, I have 2 9-inch bacon cake pans. And so I'm just going to take my Joy spray. You know how much I love that. Just going to spray it really good. And we're going to divvy up this batter. Now you can do this in a 9x13. In fact, I almost did a 9x13. But my son says, I think 2-layer cakes are prettier. And I said, well, they are prettier. All right. So I'm going to put one more spoon over here. Can you hear Caroline and Jess in there jabbering? All right. Now I'm just going to take the back of this spoon and spread this out. Y'all, it smells delicious. You can't see what I'm doing. And I'm going to just clean the spoon out in each of these cakes here. And I'm going to give each one a bang just to get out any air bubbles. And it's going in a 350-degree oven for anywhere between 25 and 30 minutes. So it's going in. Okay, guys, so I totally did something really wrong on this cake. I got ahead of myself. I laid out 2 sticks of butter because I knew I'd need one for the icing. And anyway, I threw them both in the cake mix. I only needed 1. So I've doubled the butter. But you know what? I'm baking it up anyway. We're going to see how it turns out. If it turns out, you won't ever see this video. I mean, if it doesn't turn out, you'll never see this video. But if it turns out good, then we'll keep it and go with it. So, always do that. If you make a mistake, go with it. And just see how it turns out. So, it's baking up and we're going to see. We're going to see what, extra butter. I did double it. But anyway, we'll see. I didn't mean to. I just got ahead of myself. Today is going nothing like I had planned it. And so I'm just kind of out of sorts or addled. So, yeah, here we go. Okay, do y'all see what's going down in my house right now? We're cleaning out cabinets. And we're fixing to see if I ruined this cake or not. Stop! We're fixing to see if I ruined the cake by putting 2 sticks of butter. I guess I won't know till I taste it.
I would think it would just make it more moist.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for. She said, I would think it'd just make it more moist. And yeah, that's my hope. They look pretty. They actually look really good. Okay, guys, so Kim also sent me in her box of goodies a little cute little nifty cake tester. Looky. Looky. Looky, looky. The cake is done. So, it's not like I've messed it up so far. So, forgive the mess you see behind me. But we are getting ready for this remodel. This may be the last cake I bake. Not really. I got to bake the guy who made my cabinets a pound cake. Alright, so I'm going to set these up here on this rack. Ow, somebody's throwing stuff and it hit me.
It was a napkin.
Well, it still stung. Okay, so I'm setting these on the rack. We're going to let them cool, and then we'll be back to ice it with a cream cheese icing. We'll be back. Okay, y'all, the cakes came out in one piece, so I believe we're good. But I am going to use the right amount of butter in the icing, which is 4 tablespoons. So I'm going to put that over here in my bowl. And I'm going to use anywhere between 3.5 to 4 cups of powdered sugar. But I'll start out with 2 cups, and then I'll keep adding. And I know I'll definitely use 3.5 cups, but possibly 4. So we're also going in with an 8-ounce room temperature cream cheese. And this is, of course, full fat cream cheese. All right. Let me wipe my thumb off there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put in, before I hook up my mixer, I'm going to go ahead and put in the 2 cups of powdered sugar. There's a half, a whole, a half, and a whole. All right, so I'm going to come over here. Y'all, the kitchen is a disaster because we are cleaning out. And I'm going to come over here and shut that drawer. Let me grab my sugar and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're up to 3.5. I may have to get my hand mixer out for this one. I'm going to add in my vanilla now just to thin it up a little bit. I'm going to go in with probably a tablespoon. This is not exactly the way the recipe reads, so I'll leave the exact recipe down below. But I'm not really measuring that vanilla. I'm just kind of wanting to thin stuff up a little bit. guys, I'm just going to keep mixing until I get it the consistency I want, and I'll bring you right back. Okay, y'all, that is a beautiful consistency of icing. So I'm going to grab my cake stand, the cakes, and I'll meet you back here over on the island. Okay, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a little bit, just a tad bit of that icing and put it there as the glue. Gonna put that there. We're just gonna put a good little layer. It's only a 2-layer cake, so I like, when it's only a 2-layer, I like to be sure to get enough icing. And I put it in the center, and I push to the side, just like that. Put it in the center and push to the side. All right, so now let's go ahead and get the second layer. All right. I'm excited about this cake. All right. There's Jamie. But Judah's not here.
Where they at?
Levi's here. They're checking the chickens. All right. Now, y'all, I am not a cake decorator. That is something I am not. So we'll make it just as pretty as we possibly can. I should have put wax paper down here, but I forgot. I normally do, but I was in a hurry because I gotta fix supper. And I am hungry. Jessica and I have worked hard today. Packing up every cabinet with the exception of my pots and pans. Okay, my spice cabinet is completely empty. Spice cabinet completely empty. What else? My bowls over there, that's completely empty. Trying to think what else is empty. All my drawers are empty, with the exception of the silverware drawer. Okay, y'all. All right. Okay, y'all, I'm going to keep decorating it, or not decorating it, but icing it, because I can't decorate. And I will bring you back just as soon as we get it done and when we get ready to cut it, which will be after supper. Tonight, I'm tired. Nobody feels like doing anything. So I'm just going to make it easy. Don't tell anybody, but we're making hamburger helper. Oops, look at there. We're making hamburger helper. It's actually one of my favorite things in the world. Probably not the best for you, but it's good. All right, guys. So I'm going to work right here for a little bit. We'll bring you back for the taste test. Okay, guys. We just finished supper, and I've cut 2 slices, and Bryant got a phone call. So we're going to let Jess take the first bite.
I would gladly, because it smells so delicious.
Is it good?
This is really good.
I know the icing's good. I've run licked my finger.
Yeah. But like, even though you put a little more butter in it, it still didn't. It still tastes perfect.
Okay. Awesome. So my faux pas did not hurt. It is very moist. So hang tight. As soon as Bryant gets off the phone, we'll see his review. Okay, y'all. Bryant's in here ready to taste, but Jess has told him that he needs to get off the phone and sit down and try this cake. Because why?
She thinks it's thebomb.com.
It is.
She thinks it's thebomb.com.
Yeah. Did they just see how hard you slaved over
Yeah,
something?
they saw my hamburger helper meal out of a box.
Out of a box. All right, guys. Here it is for you, the viewers, the fans tonight. What's this
Off the
cake?
paper plates, no less.
Yeah. What's this cake called?
Banana cake.
Banana cake. With a cream.
Kim's banana cake.
With a cream cheese icing. That's definitely a keeper.
That's where it's at.
That's a keeper right there.
Definitely a keeper.
You know what would be really good too?
A glass of milk.
Yeah. No, just a few pecans in that batter.
You think?
Crunched up would be
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Or maybe just on the icing on
Put it
top.
on
You
the
can put
icing.
it on the icing too.
Icing will work too. Don't get me talking with my mouth full.
I won't. I'll try not.
Look at that. What's the little specks in there? What is that?
That's banana.
Oh, okay. So it is, but that's the bananas. Look up. You get the sweetness of the banana in the actual cake part, and then you get just a little twang
From the cream cheese.
and it just melds so well together. What do you think, Jess?
It's empty. I'm gonna need another slice.
She needs another slice.
It's so good.
She's put her
fresh
order
out.
in for birthday cake.
I told her, I said, instead of apple pie, she can make this for me.
Yeah, Jess normally likes my fried apple pies.
Yeah.
But I believe the banana cake has swayed her.
If you hadn't seen the fried apple pie video, go click the video button on the Farming Pastor's Wife page.
I'll link it down below.
Okay, she'll link it down below.
It's super good.
And that'll make it easier for you to find. That's a great video. It's had like 300-some thousand views, and so it's a really, really good video. So, all right, guys, this is it right here. Some banana. What kind of cake?
Banana cake.
You said
Banana
it's
cake.
Kim's.
Kim's banana cake.
So, and I think somebody sent this recipe, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Kim Peters.
Kim Peters. Kim, thank you for sending this here. This
Jessica thanks you.
Thank you.
This will become a family favorite. How hard was it to make?
Easy. And I even made a huge faux pas. I doubled the amount of butter that it called for by accident.
That's fine. I wouldn't have known it if you hadn't told me.
Well, very good.
My thighs may
See,
know it.
some mistakes you can squeak through and nobody will ever know you made a mistake. Okay, guys, there you go. The cake made it even through my mistake, and it is delicious. Delicious. So we're going to get off of here and let y'all have a good night, and we're going to enjoy this cake. Y'all have a great day. Thank you for watching The Farm and Pastor's Wife. And remember, if the grease is hot enough,
You can fry anything.
and if you lay out too much butter, it still works.
You can bake anything.
All right, bye, y'all.